Good morning, good morning, good morning. Doing some old fashioned style cards and coffee. Figured I'd pop on here and actually show my face, say hi. Mm, it's been a while. Hope you guys enjoyed the video with my nephew last night, man. He learned. He learned. He was tired by the time we were done with that. He went straight and passed out not long after that. We've got Neptune, we've got Virgo, and we've got 9, right? Get some strong undercurrents here. A lot of water energy. There's definitely someone who's very methodical here, right? It doesn't have to be a Virgo, it's just a Virgo type of energy, right? This is someone who's trying to get organized, could even be to the OCD level, trying to get organized here, trying to get something in order. I feel like it's an undercurrent, though, right? Someone who's dealing with a lot of big waves. I don't know why I'm getting big waves. You might even be dreaming about being on a boat, right? I'm picking up that sailor card popped out a lot the last few weeks, too. And that's not really, it's a quite common past life to have. I mean, if you think about, just the fact that there was no planes or anything for the longest time, so most people traveled by boat at some point. So there was a lot of industry around shipping goods and stuff like that. So that's where most of the jobs, if you didn't have a skill, were at. I got someone's at a crossroads here, right? Waves. What did I say? Waves. Ebb and flow, something with the tide, something that keeps coming in and pulling out and coming in and pulling out and coming in and pulling out. That's the energy that I'm getting here, right? Someone who's phasing and shifting, right? They're definitely at a precipice or a crossroads here. Something's happening with this shift that they're getting ready to be able to change. Definitely about a masculine right now. Trying to put the emphasis on some new energy too, but we'll see what comes out. I'm not really a big fan of asking tarot readers questions because I feel like the cards are going to tell you what you want to know anyway, or what they want you to know, right? The cards don't always answer your questions. Sometimes they'll completely avoid your question and tell you something else about yourself because that's what you're supposed to be focusing on. I got the arts here. Someone who could have a natural talent for music. They could have a lot of Asian beliefs. They could like anime, right? They could be a big fan of like Buddhism or Confucianism. Confucianism? Is that what is that right? They'll have a lot of Asian influences to them, right? Doesn't mean they have to be descendant from an Asian bloodline either, because souls can, especially star seeds, don't always follow the DNA line. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but they don't always follow that DNA line. That's why you can jump, and that's how you help come here to help clear karma, right? I definitely got Wars and Battle in Atlantis, right? This person could really, really think outside of the box here. They can think outside of the box and have some, yeah, I get like weird ideas, right? But there's wars and battles here, right? Things that they think about can be considered taboo. I get the kind of energy of like the conspiracy theorists here, right? How everybody thought we were crazy for a long time and now everything's starting to kind of show up to be true. I mean, that's just so trippy, isn't it? We didn't even need the cards to tell us this stuff. Yeah, someone's breaching the surface. Waves, water, more. Someone's getting ready to breach the surface, right? I even got the envision of, I don't know if you guys ever did this. I grew up on the East Coast, so I grew up always going to the beach. And when the waves are coming in, diving under that undertow, so the wave like kind of rolls over the top of you and you go under it. And I get this energy of just someone's, instead of trying to go over the waves, trying to like, I feel like entrapped on a beach, right? And the waves keep pushing them back in, keep pushing them back in, keep pushing them back in, and then they finally realize, I think that's a surfer trick too, isn't it? This person could be a surfer, go under the waves and pop up the other side instead of trying to fight up it and over that way, right? There's some crystal focus here. Look, there's even more water there. There is so much water energy here. There is a lot of water here. There's just so much water. Even the Atlantis card is water. Someone's breaching the surface on some new ideas, right? They're becoming focused. What's the shadow that they're battling? Could be someone who's been unfocused for a long time that's finally figuring out what they need to focus on, what they need to do, right? Fragmented is the shadow. I can't make this up, right? Fragmented is the shadow, right? They can't focus. They're working on focusing in now because they've been fragmented for a long time, right? They've been pulled in all kinds of different directions, and now they're kind of zeroing in on what they're supposed to be focusing on, and they've had to change a little bit of way of thinking. Like I said, instead of going up and over the wave, they've had to change their thinking to go under the wave. They come out the top. I'm hoping this is making sense for somebody. Someone's been having a lot of dreams about water and waves. If you're new here, I'll tell you a funny story while we're going ahead and doing the shuffling of 3D, 4D, 5D for this person. I love this robe. This is not to look sexy or anything else like that. I just love this robe. I got it when I was 19. I was dating a Marine who he was in Japan, but he still stuck with the joke. He was a very funny guy, right? We were always laughing. He sent me this robe from Japan so that I could get a package like in Greece with the robe. What? It's from Bobby in Korea. You're dating a Korean? No, a Marine. Right? You have to watch Grease to know it. I don't know. I'm dating myself. I know I'm dating myself. Y'all, most of my audience is old enough to know what Grease is. King of Cups energy. I'm riding on that wave. Waters are all about emotions too. This person could be on a big emotional roller coaster. You know what? With all these waves and everything, let's use the nautical deck. This is my Odyssey deck. This is actually a cute little deck to get, because it actually comes with a little leaflet where it has its own little things about the cards, the hell are the suits called? You know, the king, the queen, and the ace. They have a little write-up for it that comes with it too. Very cute. I love it. You put all the number cards together in rows, and it actually makes the Mariner's map. Carve Pestilence here. This card is about pestilence. It's about plague. We got the Jack of Pentacles here, right? There's definitely some sort of victory here that's been happening for this person. I think over some sort of illness, right? Or they're having some victory over an illness or a disease, right? They found a good team that's supportive, right? Good team that's supportive, right? They're helping them maintain their focus, right? Their crystal clarity there with the diamonds, right? Right? Preparing and learning how, like, I like the Two of Wands in one of my decks is somebody on stilts, and that's kind of the energy I get off it, right? It's like this person's learning how to start taking steps forwards again, probably after being down for an illness for a long time, right? You could have been injured, right? I mean, I know I've been there. You could have been injured, like had stuck in the bed, hurt your back, things like that. Um, of course, you could have got the vids. I don't know, but it's something along those lines that somebody was sick and they're coming out of being sick. Some sort of pestilence, right? It's something that's helping them focus now, right? I got that fragmented and not focused up there too. This could be somebody who's working on overcoming an addiction, which is why they needed to make this new team to learn how to take steps forward to get away from people that are dangerous, right? I mean, stress is definitely not good for your health. So I'm getting this person had a victory over something that was stressful too, that could have been um, affecting their health as well. I got a Queen of Swords who's trying to figure out how to come out of conflicts, right? There's some sort of strife or some sort of conflict that they were having with somebody that they're coming out of it, right? Victory again here with the Six of Wands, right? Conflict. Queen of Wands kind of up on her cloud. She's got her mask off, but she's kind of watching down around, and she's got the butterflies and stuff around her, right? So it's like she feels connected, she feels guided, she's following her signs, right? And it's giving her some victory in some areas. And some other areas, I got the Nine of Swords over that Nine of Pentacles, right? Whatever direction that they're trying to go and whatever it is they're trying to do, it still causes a lot of anxiety, right? There's still a lot of anxiety. Yeah, I get that this person's moved on from things that were causing strife and stress, right? And they've gained some victory with this, but there's some cruelty that this person had to deal with. Accept, right? I get like accepting. You might have had to like accept that someone around you was just cruel. Like, that's it. Like, there's no reason for them to be cruel. There's no reason for them to be cruel. There's no, you know what I'm saying? It's sociopathic, right? And you have to just kind of accept it. What that person's just a cruel person and figure out how to release that anxiety, right? Because this is someone that you might have been very attached to because it's talking about the sun here at the end. And that's leaning more into new beginnings, right? The universe is putting out this message here. It's like you need to work with who you work well with. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even for me, like my family, we have alopecia in my family, and a whole bunch of autoimmune bullshit problems, right, in our DNA. So when we're really stressed out and when we're like our health falls apart really fast, our hair falls out. I mean, this is the nicest my hair has probably looked in freaking like 2 years with all the stress that I've had to deal with, right? And now I'm finally in a stress-free zone and my hair looks nice. That's why I was nice enough to come on camera today, right? But you have to be willing to start these new beginnings. And you can't save the cruel person. There's something along those lines of just accepting of them for who they are and trying not to take it to heart, right? This could be somebody it could be family members too that just trigger you a lot, and it's just a matter of accepting that it's about them and it's not about you. Whatever it is, right? Whatever it is. It's nothing to do with you. Those passive aggressive comments about your looks, about your weight, about what you're doing, about your job, about your dreams, about how they can shoot down every little thing you do, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's a projection. It's a projection. They're worthless people who bring nothing to the table. So they will pick apart everything you do or you're trying to do. Shout out to the 143 there. Everything that you're trying to do. Right? Why? Because they're worthless people who can't do anything. I mean, they can. They don't want to. They'd rather judge everybody else around them than actually do anything themselves, right? And it's time to embrace new beginnings in a new direction here. We'll get more into that new beginning here in a minute. I definitely got somebody's getting justice for getting out of a third party situation, right? This is it. You're being rewarded for removing yourself from third party situations, right? That's what's happening. Your frequency is changing, right? No more overindulging in bullshit energy, right? Someone's out of this third party situation. They're going for justice for it, right? The justice came with a big move and a leap of faith that takes to get this balance. You have to remove yourself from these third party situations. You're in a stressful situation, get out of it. If every solution you present comes with an excuse, if every solution you present to try to make life easier gets hit back with fucking excuses as to why you can't do it, or this other person that's not even in y'all's, relationship or in your house has control over your place and stuff like that, no. You gotta get out of that type of energy, right? Because who you surround yourself with is very, very important, right? The frequencies have to match, and if they don't, you'll continue to keep clashing, right? And it's the universe telling you, get out, just get out. Some of you guys are so brainwashed into these relationships and these situations, man. It's like you can see it in the person who's stuck's face, right? It's like in that movie, when they ask, get out. When they ask the dude, how do you like it here or something like that, and the dude really stopped to think about it, and you could see like the programming was like kind of injured a little bit because he thought about it, and he's like, oh man, and it's like, and his nose started to bleed because it's something in his brain knew it was wrong, no matter how much programming they had done to him, right? Your brain, your higher self will always fight for the best for you. They will fight for the best for you because they eventually want you to tune into your higher self, eventually wants you to tune into their frequency, not another person's frequency, their frequency. They want you to vibrate at your highest frequency, like the crystal focus here. Every crystal has its own molecular structure that puts out its own vibration. And yes, crystals put out vibrations. That's why they work. Like, that's not pseudoscience. That's science. Science. Everything puts out a vibration. Everything has a vibration in the frequency that it vibrates at. All right, that's a discussion for another day. Maybe I'll do a podcast with Damien or something about some shit like that. He's my little starseed buddy. I got the Hierophant here, right? Someone had to stand up for themselves, right? You had to stand up for what was right for you, for your traditions, for your beliefs, for who you are, right? And I feel like it was really important for this person to stand up for who they are, because there's people watching you, right? There's other eyes watching you, right? You're a volunteer starseed here for a reason, and or earth angel or whatever energy, divine energy here, you're here for purpose, right? And that's what we mean, like your purpose isn't anything other than just being who you are, wherever you are, because you're the example that people are watching. So it is important. It is important. I'm going to say it again. It is important for the world's frequency changing for you to be you and not allow anybody to take that from you, because that's the example you're setting, right? I got a lot of traditions here around marriage and relationships, right? If that's where your tradition lies, right? If you're in this situation, you're like, no, I'm not going to do third party situations. I'm not going to do friends with benefits. I'm not going to play the biggest whore wins. I'm not going to get into all these childish, catty fucking games with people, right? You're standing up for yourself, and you should. You deserve to stand up for yourself because you deserve exactly what it is that you want to manifest in life. And if you want to manifest a happy suburbanite life with a white picket fucking fence, then you go ahead and you manifest your happy life with your white picket fence. There's nothing wrong with wanting that. You're allowed to want simple. You don't have to go for fucking broke on being a millionaire. You're allowed to want simple. And I guarantee you, if you stand firm in who you are, you will attract someone who wants the same things you do, right? Stop worrying about someone who doesn't want the same things that you do out of life, right? It's about your heart. It's about your heart center and where you need to be connected and feel loved, right? Because you can't give the world anything if you don't have anything left to give because somebody else has drained you. There's definitely a lot of when you shift these frequencies too, I get the energy of like, what is it called? Manifesting mode, right? It's where, yeah, as soon as you stop chasing shit, shit starts chasing you. That is how it works. Someone's already started on a path. We got the high priestess here, right? Someone's already been on a path, right? They've invested a little bit into an area, right? It's a foundation that's starting to grow, right? It's a foundation to which they can stand on, right? And this high priestess has built this, right? She's manifested this. She's built this for herself. She's extremely passionate about it, right? I got this energy of like waiting for like a certain ship to come in, right? Because the pentacle energies aren't the king of pentacles, but when it comes back down to the knight of pentacles, this person is starting to manifest in money. Page of coins, they're starting to invest this money into another area, right? They're starting to try to put, not a lot, not all of it, just, just making sure that something goes towards what they're trying to build, right? The high priestess understands this is how you manifest. You have to give things focus. You have to give things energy. You have to pay towards it. You have to invest in it if you want it to come back, right? You're waiting for a ship to come in, right? Things have already been in motion for a while. This is something that you're extremely passionate about, or you can. It's a matter of releasing the past, right? There's something with this Five of Cups here. There's this Two of Cups soul connection. I get 3 cups built there. What's going on with this Two of Cups soul connection here that's coming in? I get that it caused conflicts and that you want to leave this Two of Cups soul connection in the past. Oh, lordy, lordy, here we go. I wanted to look towards the future, not the past. Future looks good. Stick to what you're doing there, boo. Keep moving forward. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your dreams. Keep working towards it, right? Got a lot of judgment happening here. There's a lot of judgment by this King of Staves, right? He don't want to let it go. That's that Two of Cup connection. They see this as a divine connection, as soulmates, as twin flames, as, and they have some sort of truth that they want to tell you about a lie about this third party situation. There's something going on with this third party situation, right? So his 4 swords is the sword of truth. He's got the truth on his shoulder there. He's bearing the truth on his shoulders about this third party situation, right? There's something he's trying to defend here. What are you defending? Oh, yeah, and that's 77, right? I love when they come out right next to each other like that. Just get personal values too with the 7 of Staves, right? I get a truth that this person, I don't know, the secret that they're coming out with is something to do with the tower that's happening, right? There's a tower happening, and this person has been working on this, whatever this tower is. They've been waiting and working on it. They've been waiting for a tower for a long time, right? They've got something set up, right? The King of Pentacles is all about being in control of a situation. Like, they're more in control of a situation than I think you realize, right? And this Emperor is playing strategically, right? They're playing strategically towards a victory here. Something with this third party situation. They're playing strategically because they want new beginnings too, right? They are right there. Right there, right? 7 of coins now. 777 could be a big number for today, right? This person wants a new beginning too. They've been working very hard towards a new beginning, right? And they're on the precipice of victory in whatever this situation is. They're going to be forced to make a decision. Like, they're acting blind to a decision that they need to make, but they're still watching it, right? Because I got this Two of Swords, Page of Swords here, right? So the Two of Swords is like this person's like kind of covering their eyes. They're trying not to make a decision, right? There's dogs just sitting there. It's not even like attacking them. I even get All right, this is stupid, but this is what I'm getting. This person's watching you, and they feel like every time like they come around, you're like, "Be gone, Satan!" You know, it's so stupid and that's so specific, but that's the image that I got. Be gone, you know, like you cause so much conflict for me with your fucking conflicts. You know, be gone. You ever done that? I don't know what that's from. Is that from a movie too? This person feels entrapped. This person feels entrapped. Eight of Swords. They're waiting for all this to come to fruition, but they are in a holding spot right now. But they are, like, they might be overindulging a little bit in some areas, right? And they're holding on to this one cup very, very tightly, right? And they're looking at these three other cups that are on this plate, right? And they're just trying to maintain focus on what their wish fulfillment is. They've got a lot of burdens. There's a rite of passage here. It's a rite of passage, guided by the stars. Being guided by the stars. All right. The Ten of Cups there. Being guided by the stars towards the Ten of Cups. Alrighty. 26 minutes. Just really get the energy of just, there's a lot here of focus on yourself, right? Divine Femmes, definitely focus on yourself. And don't worry about what the masculine has to go through. They have to go through whatever they have to go through on their own, right? And you need to get out of a third-party situation for sure. There's no sense in being in it until they can get themselves out of it. Then what's the deal, right? Yeah, I wanted to look towards the future, but this person's in your past, and this is what's breaking your focus. So let's figure it out here, right? There's a Knight of Swords spying energy. I got a King of Staves and a Queen of Coins. It could be a male fire sign, and it could be a female earth sign. I don't suggest that. Uh, Fire burns earth. Water erodes earth. Poor earth. I think earth takes the most beating, right? Fire burns it, water erodes it, wind blows it around. And earth is like, why can't everybody just be grounded like us? Alright, so I get the energy of these two energies are definitely watching each other. The Wheel of Fortune is getting ready to turn. Oh, wow. These two people are watching each other. The Wheel of Fortune's getting ready to turn. The King of Staves and the Queen of Pentacles here coming into the Ten of Cups union. I got now I got the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords, right? So everybody's represented here now. Everybody's on the table. No, my country hick accent comes out, right? So I got a Queen of Cups operating from a heart-based center here and a King of Cups operating from the intelligence center there, right? And they are both focusing on the same wish fulfillment. These two both want the same thing. They both have the same exact wish fulfillment, and they're both manifesting it right over this Ten of Cups. I got the Emperor here again, right? They're the person, they're up against that tree. They're trying to ground themselves. They're trying to hold on to what they're doing, but they still got this past energy, right? They still got this weird energy around them, right? And it's something to do with the game that they're playing. They're in hermit mode on purpose. There's some sort of, I don't like to say game, but like chess, you know what I'm saying? There's a strategy. They're a couple steps ahead of whatever they're doing, right? There's specific reasons why they're doing things a certain way that they are, right? I get both energies could even be doing this, right? I get this as both of y'all, right? You're very much mirroring each other from that Knight of Swords from the beginning, right? And in a hermit mode, right? I got shouldering a bunch of burdens, right? This person is learning how to shoulder burdens, right? But they're carrying them. They're like, these are my burdens, and these, I'm carrying them, right? And they've got this one staff in the front, right? And like, I love this staff. This staff is not just a burden, but this staff is going to help me carry the rest of these burdens. Can't focus on anything else. Can't focus on anything else. Look at it. Yes, this could be a burden, but this burden's going to help me carry the rest of these burdens, right? Seven of Staffs. They're having to defend what they're working on. They're having to defend what they're doing. Very intense soul connection here. We got Two of Cups, Star Guidance, right? We got the Star Guidance again, right? Star Guidance for this Six of Swords. Three of Cups and Justice. This person is going through a rite of passage right now to want to come into celebration and bring justice to this situation. They're focusing on how to ground and let go of the past, right? We got the Moon card, Ten of Cups, right? There's some secrets and things that still need to be revealed, things that people need to learn about each other, right? There's things in phases, but they see a Ten of Cups energy here, or Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups energy is here, and now right below it, Ten of Pentacles. Someone feels like the world is watching them, right? They feel like the world is watching them. This Page of Coins, right? I feel like the world is watching them invest in a certain direction. And I got this King of Coins who's waiting for a specific ship to come in again. Once again, Three of Swords, King of Coins, right? King of Coins, this person is invested in a direction and they're waiting for the return to come back. They're waiting for, they invested energy in a specific area and they're waiting for it to come back, right? This is a, whose hand's on the staff there, right? What kind of hand is on the staff in this one? Alrighty, so there's just a holding pattern right now. That comes from Mercury retrograde, right? Mercury retrograde slows things down, right? You could be having a lot of momentum in one direction, and Mercury retrograde comes, and then you start having technical issues, and your mic breaks, or your car gets a flat tire, or blah, 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 right? It's all kinds of transportation issues, right? Snowstorms, rain, floods, oh my! You know, just all kinds of havoc gets released when it happens, right? You're definitely breaching the surface. Stay focused on whatever you're doing. Stay focused into yourself and who you are. Pull yourself together, B. Pull yourself together. You're fragmented, right? You're fragmented. You need to focus. You need to focus if you want to breach the surface of whatever it is that you're working on, because you're this close, right? There's a lot of past life energy here, right? You are an artist. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. Everything is art. Everything is art. If you're doing it with passion, everything can be art. Making YouTube videos, art. Yeah, it's whatever you do. Social media shit is all art. Like don't beat yourself up if you're not a great piano player or a great guitarist or a great singer or a great painter, right? It's the chick who plays Bellatrix. I forget her real name. She does the whole thing. Sorry, 33 there. Uh, she does it. There's a beautiful quote she says. I should look it up, but I'm not. But she talks about how everything is art. Everything you do is art. Just being alive is, everything in life is art, right? And that's kind of that beautiful message. It's a deep, really rooted in those type of religions as well, right? Got some food and hunger here. So definitely be mindful about taking care of your body and what type of nutritional value that you're putting into it here. You could suffer from some issues with food and hunger. And if like you have an eating disorder or something like that, it's because you've dealt with starvation and things like that in the past, right? It's time to start thinking out of the box, right? And wars and battles are inevitable, but don't allow them to be phobias in this life for you, right? Don't allow them to keep you, don't allow them to stop you from fighting for what you believe in, right? Don't let them stop you from fighting for what you believe in now. Don't be afraid. Don't carry phobias from the past, right? Fight for what you believe in. All right, well, blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love y'all, and yeah, I'm going to be back as soon as I can. I promise. And yeah, talk to you later.